As the contrary, no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The Honourable Shane Mallard.
Mr Deputy President, thank you. I move item number 1088, standing my name outside the order of precedence. Mr President, I'm pleased to stand here tonight and talk. Everything we've heard today and tonight has been very important, but this is a very positive contribution to our private members' business today, and I'm very proud to be standing here and talking about the 2021 New South Wales Women of the Year Awards, which were held on the 10th of March at the International Convention Centre in Darling Harbour. This event is held during New South Wales Women's Week, which runs from 8th to the 14th of March, and also coincided with International Women's Day. The New South Wales Women of the Year Awards recognise and celebrate the outstanding contribution made by women across New South Wales. Mr President, Deputy President, if members turn to the actual motion, you'll see that I have taken the time to list all the finalists of all the awards and all the champions from every electorate nominated by members of Parliament on the motion. Over 100 women, just the tip of the iceberg of the achievers in our state, of course, but the motion is considerable detail for members to consider. It was an honour to attend the awards with a young woman mentee, Kendall Lane, who was studying a Bachelor of Science in Health and a Masters of Nursing at the University of Sydney, and my advisor, Shani Murphy, in my office, who I also proudly mentor. I'd like to acknowledge a number of distinguished guests at the awards, including the Premier, Honourable Gladys Berejiklian, the New South Wales Governor, Her Excellency the Honourable Margaret Beazley, ACQC, the Honourable Brad Hazzard, MP, the Minister for Health and Medical Research, the Honourable Bronnie Taylor, MLC, Minister for Mental Health, Regional Youth and Women, and I commend the Honourable Bronnie Taylor for bringing these awards to one of the best awards breakfasts I've attended in many years at the Convention Centre, and the Honourable Penny Sharp, of course, who the Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the Legislative Council, who was on the table, shared the table with me. It was most enjoyable company. There were also, we didn't actually get to eat though, did we? There were also numerous local MPs there with their local Woman of the Year. This year there were 7 award categories, including New South Wales Woman of Excellence Award, the New South Wales Aboriginal Woman of the Year, the New South Wales Community Hero, New South Wales Young Woman of the Year, the New South Wales Regional Woman of the Year, and the One to Watch Award, and the Premier's Award for the New South Wales Woman of the Year. And as many in this chamber would know, this year the Premier's 2021 Woman of the Year was awarded to Dr Kerry Chant. Thank you. I acknowledge the Honourable Bronnie Taylor, who, of course, was the hot favourite to win for her outstanding leadership during, yes, unbackable, outstanding leadership and stewardship during the COVID crisis. Along with the Premier and Mr Brad Hazzard, they have led us through the COVID-19 pandemic and what has been the world's gold standard response to the crisis. Her tireless work and expert advice has kept New South Wales safe during the pandemic. I congratulated Dr Chant at the awards and was moved by her humility, both publicly and privately, on receiving the award. Dr Chant remarked to me, "It's a team effort, not just me." Very humble words indeed. I also note that she won the Public Service of the Year Award in New South Wales, and of course this House passed a unanimous motion congratulating her on that achievement. I was very inspired to hear the stories of those nominated in other categories and the tireless contribution these women have made to their communities. I'd like to acknowledge the winners of each category, including Dr Chant, as I said. I'd also acknowledge my friend Amanda Rose, who was nominated in this category of Women of Excellence Award against the formidable candidates. The Regional Woman of the Year Award, Grace Brennan, who united city and country through the Buy from the Bush campaign to support rural businesses battling drought. The initiative saw a $5 million revenue uplift and improved the quality of life for 90% of owners. The New South Wales Aboriginal Women of the Year Award was June Raymer. June is a proud Gummagira Dagati woman who has spent 40 years championing the rights of First Nations peoples and those living with disabilities. Very emotional award recipient she was indeed. The New South Wales Community Hero of the Year Award was Jean Vickery, who has been a dedicated volunteer for more than 60 years through fundraising initiatives, charitable services and the Woolga Lions Club president. The New South Wales Young Women of the Year Award was Dr Samantha Wade. Dr Wade worked on a team which developed a drug delivery service aimed at improving outcomes for pancreatic patients. The One to Watch Award, this award recognises girls and young women aged 7 to 17 who demonstrate a single act or ongoing acts of courage, strength and determination. This year's winner is a 15-year-old young woman from Dubbo called Molly Croft, who overcame a battle with cancer and raised thousands of dollars for research. Molly was diagnosed with osteocarcinoma on her 12th birthday and needed major surgeries and intensive chemotherapy. She had to travel hundreds of kilometres from home for treatment. I wanted to, Mr President, Deputy President, I left the New South Wales Women of the Year's Award feeling very inspired and in awe of the fantastic, talented finalists and the dedication to a number of causes close to their hearts. How lucky we are as a state and a country to have such passionate and selfless advocates in our communities. Once again, I commend the New South Wales Women of the Year Awards and congratulate the finalists and the winners. I commend the motion to the House.
Look,